Alright guys, welcome back to Ralph's house. We've been playing and we did this kind of a fast painting, make it very loose, very simple, something that could be followed. But you know what? You junior high kids, you high school kids, you know, this is something y'all can do. So take a little bit of effort, we're going to push it on, we're going to see what we can do with this to really make it look like something. Y'all hang in here with me. Tell you what, we got some burn umber, raw umber, I had my thing in the wrong place. We got our burn umber, our raw umber, satin green in here, ultramarine blue. We've got our burnt sienna, yellow ochre, and cadmium yellow light, and our white that's in there. I'll tell you what, we need to dark. We're going to start up here and kind of pull our way back down. Let's work on our leaves a little bit. I'm going to grab some ultramarine blue, some satin green, and it's going to take more to the blue. I'm going to keep this thing dark. A little bit of burnt umber. Mix those all together right there. That's going to give me a good dark. And let's get these leaves kind of drawn out a little bit. Leave a little shadow. Oh, see how it separated the two? Now, the leaves got a little crease right down the middle. And anywhere one leaf's over the top of the other, cut into shadow. That's what we're trying to do. Draw some shapes. Get some leaf shapes. Just cut them in. Don't be afraid to put these in there. And there's a leaf over top of that and cut it in. Just shadow shapes. I want a dark leaf back here in the shadow somewhere. So we're just kind of cutting that in. We've got a leaf there. And remember where the sunlight's coming from? That's kind of casting a shadow across there. We're just cutting in some leaf shapes. And somewhere, of course, we got a limb coming back up here, kind of heading off, because that tree is kind of off the canvas. We're not worried about where the leaves came from. But remember, we had our blueberries. We had them right in here. Let's cut them blueberries. You can take a big brush and just roll it. Look how, does that make round blueberries? Look at that. See how simple this is? This is what I saw. I wish somebody showed me how to do that. Well, look guys, this is how it's done. I want blueberries all over this bush. I'm just rolling blueberries. That kind of like a blueberry bush now. Got blueberries on it. And once I've done that, I want a little bit of highlight. I'm going to grab a touch of white. Mix that in there. See if I can't get a little, well, that's too much, that's about to dry just a little bit. Give me some little whites in there. I'll get one in there, there we go. Up here by that dark. I need a little bit lighter blueberries, a little more white in there. I'm gonna get a little whiter blueberry up in there. So I'm gonna cut some in there. Different, because something I can paint colors over. So let's get it up there where we can do it. So that's, you think that rabbit likes that blueberry bush. Got all those pretty colors on it. I think rabbits like blue. I think they like orange too because they eat carrots, don't they? We might have to put a carrot somewhere in the picture sooner or later. So there's our blueberry bush kind of growing up here. I'm going to use some of that color just to cut in some sky color back in here somewhere and just kind of blend that in there and roll that in here. Different shapes and shadows. While I have this, I'm going to mix this blue and the kind of that green we had down here that we used for the leaves, try to make a darker gray. So we still got to get these ears kind of outlined a little bit more. This is a good dark shadow color. Remember, if you want something to be white, it's got to have dark colors around it. The shadow that's between that leg and that one, let's get these shadows in here. So we're just trying to create a little shadow color here. Help redefine our rabbit where he's at. Come around like that, and you got that little tail out there in the grass. You know, it's probably going to cast a shadow out here on the grass. So let's cut that shadow in there. That's a good shadow color. Get it in there. A little bit of shadow on the bottom of that tail back there a little bit. We got to darken this up a little bit so we can lighten it back up. We can always cut lighter grass back in on top. We got to have these shadows, strong shadows, to make this all kind of work. What we want to do. So that's kind of disappeared there, but now we put it back. We'll pull him back into it. Get our eye. Put the brush there. Just roll it. Put the brush there and roll it. Oh, but I kind of smudged it. Just kind of erase it a little bit. There we go. Get the shadow under here. The light's coming from that direction. That's where it's gonna be, right over that ear. Kind of come down a little bit. Under that part of the ear. Under the head a little bit. Especially on this side that's away from the sun. So you're kind of going down into the body there. There we go. Just ready to find that eye. Put your brush up there and just roll it. Under the leg. And right, kind of just right there. Now this rabbit might be casting a little bit of shadow on the one behind him, so let's do that. Kind of roll your brush in there. That's what's going to put this distance between him and the rabbit behind him. To have that shadow in there. Can't forget this one. This one over here got, remember his legs are coming up. He's kind of in a different position. There we go. Let's get his shape in there. There's his ear. Back of him over here in the grass. And we're casting a shadow out here in the grass. He's going to kind of disappear in that grass a little bit. That's all right. He's kind of out there, and there's his foot shadow going out across there. Get his foot up there. Side that's in the shadow. Roll that brush. Watch what happens when you roll the brush with a dry brush. Makes a good shadow without being too strong. Guys, practice your strokes. Figure out new ways to do something. That's kind of in the shade down here in the shadow. Let's give him a shadow here. Just kind of move that over there. Color on top of color builds depth, and I always you hear me tell you that over and over. But there's a shadow on this part of the head because he's going to be kind of turned laying on his side. Dark down here where his head's against the ground. Let's get it down in here. Cut it in there. I'll tell you what, while we're doing this on this time, I'm going to grab some of this white where the sun's hitting. Kind of define our shape a little bit. More white in there. That mixed in there a little bit. Just whatever color's on there, just kind of mix it in. So there we go. Just kind of we're just trying to develop some of these shapes. So there's that foot. There's the side the sun's hitting on. A little more white. Mix that in with that color. So we got so much paint on here, we're picking it up. And that's what we want to do. There we go. And it's big old white belly turned up towards the sun. Look at that. So he's playing on his back, and the side of his cheek there. And so now we just lost a lot of those other little colors we had in there that we didn't really want to have there, but that were there. Well, there's his head. I'm going to take some of this white. Some of it's hitting on this side of the ear. A little bit on this side right here. And let's do this. Now see how it's developing? I tell you what. Y'all come back next time. We're going to keep driving this and add more paint, and we're going to have fun with this. This big old canvas, we're going to make it shine. Y'all come.